Achal works as a manager in a footwear company. His colleague Vinod took a home loan 3 years ago, of which Achal became a guarantor. So when Vinod passed away due to second wave of COVID-19, it was natural that bankers would knock on Achal's door for defaulting loan installments. Actually, all banks and financial institutions that give loans ensure that the loan amount is recovered from the borrower. Therefore, before giving loans to the people with limited credit worthiness, they ask for a guarantor. In many cases, guarantors are also sought from people with good credit score. Broadly speaking, becoming a guarantor means that in case the borrower is unable to repay the loan, then the guarantor will have to pay the amount.
There's no harm in helping friends and relatives in times of need. But if any one of them asks you to become their loan guarantor, then you must assess carefully before making any decision. Weigh all the risk associated with this responsibility. This is because in case of loan default, the guarantor may sign the documents agreeing to sell his or her property. By the time the guarantor knows what he is obligated to do, it is too late.
Former banker Suresh Bansal says that most people think that the job of a guarantor is to inform or validate the good character of the borrower. They are not aware that if the borrower defaults, they are legally bound to pay the bank. This is the reason that the guarantor gives consent to repay the debt of another person. To avoid this crisis, do a thorough research about the loan application before signing it. If you do not understand the language and terms, you can ask for a translation in your own language. Apart from this, you can understand these documents through someone you trust. Now, know the rights of the guarantor. In the event of borrower being a defaulter, if the recovery is made by the bank from the guarantor, then the guarantor can recover this amount from the property of the borrower. The guarantor can also request for the information about the loan account of the borrowers at any time. Money9 suggests, before becoming a guarantor, think carefully whether you are genuinely ready to face this liability. Will you be able to repay the outstanding amount in case the borrower does not pay? Do not agree to become a guarantor under any pressure. Moving ahead, you must know that the liability of the loan guarantor can make you insolvent. To understand this, watch Red Alert.